Just a quick disclaimer before I start this. I realize I have too many intros, or just like I repeat the same thing over and over. So, yeah, sorry about that. But anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy this. And this is all opinion based, so this is all my thoughts on it. So don't come at me with hate, like I said. So, anyways, just I hope you guys enjoy, and make sure you guys stay tuned for a new one soon. Alright then, guys, today we'll be going over the first 14 episodes of The Rising of the Shield Hero, a new anime to me that I just began to watch, and so far it's looking pretty good. So anyways, today I will be going over the first 14 episodes in the anime, and anyways, I hope you guys like it, and let's get this started. I want to mention that this is my first official video review or anime review, like I said, and I hope you guys do enjoy my opinion. Like I said, this is all gonna be based on my opinion, so I hope you guys don't come at me with hate and stuff for some of the things that I mention or the way I say my opinions and thoughts on some stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy it, and like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. It would really help me a lot and support me a lot, so I really hope you guys can support me. So the anime that today we're going to be talking about is called The Rising of the Shield Hero. So in this video I'm going to give my first impressions on what I thought about it, and I will also just be going over the past 14 episodes and just give a quick review on what I think of the anime so far, my opinion. This is all based on my opinion, so everyone's entitled to their opinion. So if you have different thoughts, or just agree or disagree with some of my stuff, make sure to leave it down in the comments, and we could that's why I started this channel, so I could get to see other people's thoughts and opinions on some animes and how anything related to it. So that's why I wanted to do this. So anyways, this video was also pretty hard to make because I just recently finished watching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Akame Got Killed, They Alive. Those are my recent ones that I just finished in the past week or two, and I wanted to make a review on those, but I didn't know which one to start with. This video, or this anime that I'm going to talk about today, was introduced to me by a friend, and I really shout out to him because actually it's a really good anime, and I would highly recommend The Rising of the Shield Hero. I think there's a season 2 going to be coming. I'll explain why I think there's going to be a season 2. But I didn't know what other one to review. I also got a few more, but we're gonna go with this anime for today's video. So anyways, I hope you guys do leave a like down in the comments below, and also press that red subscribe button to support me, because I would really appreciate it a lot. And anyways, let's get started to the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's start. To start off, I will be going over the synopsis, kind of like a summary, but not a summary. They're not. I don't think they're the same thing, but anyways, they're just a quick summary or synopsis or whatever over what's going on so far. And this is how it goes. I got it from the fandom wiki, so I'm not good at reading some of these names, so I might screw this up. But Iwatani Naofumi is summoned to another world to become one of the 4 heroes, namely the Shield Hero. Starting out with poor popularity and labeled as the weakest, Naofumi found himself betrayed on the 3rd day of his adventure. Having losing faith and money, all that left is just his shield. Vowing to exact revenge to those that had betrayed him, Naofumi's path is, and then there's a whole bunch of dots. Anyways, that's what the wiki said, but kind of from my side. So this guy he lives in the normal world, and he gets summoned into this other world. Kind of acts like a video game. So it's kind of weird, but he gets summoned as one of the 4 heroes that's gonna save that world. It's in a different dimension. So he gets summoned with 3 other guys by the name. They're supposedly the 4 cardinal heroes. I don't know what other culture or history they're from, but they get summoned in order to protect the world and save them from the destruction that is coming soon. So with that being said, 4 cardinal heroes are the Spear hero, that is portrayed by Motoyasu Kitamaru. He's 21 years old, and I think he's like a college student. Then we have the Sword Dweller, Ren Amaki, age 17. The Bow and Arrow user, Itsuki Kawasumi, age 17. And our main character from the anime, the Shield hero, Naofumi Iwatani, who is age 20. So those apparently. So with that being said, everyone has their own team, and they're supposed to find a way to stop the world's destruction, something like that. That I caught on so far. And well, they make like a party, and then everyone makes their own party together. Well, not together, but there's 4 different guys, so there's 4 different groups, and they're all supposed to work hard and level up to gain new power in order to stop the world's destruction. And from what it shows when you watch it, there's like he's the shield hero Iwatani Naofumi is seen as the weakest of the heroes, just because he doesn't have any attacking power, any offensive skills. He's more of a defensive. And from the start, also the king kind of notices that he isn't the strongest, and when they're told to form groups, no one joins his group, which is then kind of they start spreading rumors about him. So that's pretty much what I've been catching on. That's kind of what happened in the start. I'll kind of get into, as I talk about this more, we'll go along with it and just talk about what's happening more and more on. That's what happened so far. Where else do we go? Right. So then, once we get ahead, after like the synopsis said, he gets betrayed by one of the other party's members, which is from the Spear from Kitamaru's party. One of his subordinates who joined his squad, Malti O Elremark. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Well, it's not noticeable at first, but as it seems, she was just messing around with him by joining Naofumi's squad, and she tricks him into buying him gear and swords, which then later on she makes a lie and makes Iwatani like the most hated character from the country, although not in the as a hero, as like the main character, he's not hated, but just because of that, what happened in the anime, I don't even know if this is making sense. Sorry if I'm just everywhere, I just don't know how to talk about this, but he gets portrayed as a bad guy for trying to rape her and just sexual assault and all that, which is kind of a big lie that she made up just to put him down and make him seem like the bad guy, which then would give everyone else to hate him and not give him stuff. I don't know how to say it, but that's pretty much what happened. So this guy Naofumi is left alone to gather his own recruits and all that, and he ends up meeting some guy on the corner, which gives him, or it's I don't know how to say it, but he's just he's a guy that works on the streets, kind of I don't know how you say it. He works on the streets and gives he's not a terrorist, but he owns slaves and all that he sells to people. Yeah, so he sells slaves to people. So the word I was looking for was merchant, and basically that's what I was saying. So he buys this girl that I don't know. He saw something in her. Oh, well, usually because the thing is he doesn't have any money, so he couldn't afford to buy a super expensive luxury slave. But he had no choice because he wasn't able to recruit somebody else. But he buys this girl just because she's super cheap, because she's sick and all that. Excuse me again, sorry. Well, but he buys this girl who he takes care of eventually, as he uses her to help him level up and get stronger. But then, as the story keeps moving on, he ends up really liking this girl, and just a bunch of stuff starts to problems start to emerge, issues start to emerge with King and some of the other heroes, and just because no one likes him right now, and that's kind of what makes it an interesting story. I'm not gonna get into too many spoilers about this, but basically that's what's been going on so far. There's like a fight's been going on. Everyone's trying to try to kind of like not kill. I mean, I think they might want to kill him, but right now they want to just keep him away from like everything. The other heroes and the king, they want to keep him away. Keep the shield hero, Naomi. No, my bad. Naofumi. They want to keep him away from like everything that's going on, and trying to kill him and his companions, or just trying to separate them. That's kind of what's been going on. Anyways, now to what I like from this anime. Overall, I really like the anime, the art style by the animators. It's really good quality in my opinion. I've seen some other ones, and by far this is a really good one in my opinion. Also, I really like how this story gets to the plot like right away. Like, kind of like it, kind of don't like it that it gets right away. Like in the start, we don't see. I might be wrong, but I didn't see too much of character building in the beginning. It was kind of just got straight to the point and what happened. Which honestly, I don't mind it because it just gives the story. It catches the watcher, the audience. It catches them right off the bat. So I kind of like that, and I kind of dislike that. But so far, there's a solid plot going on. Everything's like in order, so that's what I like so far. There hasn't really been like a lot of bad stuff that I think. The animation's good, like I said. The dialogue is good. There's like it's really intense. It's not super bloody and gory, which I kind of like. It makes it a little bit more admirable. I don't know if that's what you say, but I like watching it, and that's pretty much. It hasn't failed to disappoint me yet. That's kind of what I like about it. The characters are funny. Kind of funny at times, and the main character is super average, like not average, but he's a balanced main character. Like he's not super overpowered, like crazy overpowered, but he's not the weakest either. Like I said, he's not the weakest, even though everyone tries to portray him and make him look like he's the weakest. But in my opinion, he seems to be ahead of like everyone else. In my opinion, just has that like secret hidden power within him, which basically like most main characters do have. But he also, what I like the main character, because this anime kind of falls. It's not super like harem related, because like there's not like a lot of girls that are into him and like trying to get him. But we have his two of his squad party members, Raftalia, who was the girl who he got as a slave, and then later on he gets a bird from the same guy, the merchant, which then turns into a girl, and they kind of are falling for him in a way, and he's kind of grown like really attached to them as well. So, but he doesn't have that like he has that weakness towards girls, but it's not like his like biggest weakness, in my opinion. From what I've seen, it's like ladies and all that. They aren't his biggest weakness. I think his biggest weakness and his biggest strength is his attachment towards Raftalia and Philo, who have like they've grown on him. So they're his strength, but at the same time, when the king and everyone else like wants to hurt them, they become his weakness because he has to take care of them. And he has to like look over them to make sure that nothing happens to them, which is kind of really impressive, and I like that. But that's also what I kind of disliked about this. No, that's not what I disliked. Take that back. But anyways, what I disliked about this anime is Dude, if you're seeing it or watching it, you know how much of like uh how much of a jerk the king, Motoyasu, the spear guy, and Malty, which is his subordinate, not his subordinate, just his part of his group. The girl that tricked the girl that tricked the shield hero into like giving them her money and all that. I really don't like it. Like that was such like a jerk move, the way they just like made him do and stuff. Which I hated that. But so far there hasn't been anything that disappoints me. I I might be wrong. Maybe later in the anime they will give a background on like the other cardinals and like where they came from, because I feel like we might need that. So maybe they'll do that in the second season if there is. But I just hope they do something like that, if that makes any sense. But that's pretty much everything for that I liked and disliked about this anime. Anyways, I kind of gotten over everything that I wanted to say about this anime so far. This is the first 14 episodes, so I feel like there isn't a lot yet that I should go over. This is all my opinion, and this is what I like, kind of my thoughts on the anime so far. So the final things that I have to say is I only hope that the anime gets better as the keeps progressing, and I hopefully it doesn't last the season. There's like 11 episodes left, so I hope they're full of action and more story, more to the plot. And I hope that it doesn't leave us in a huge cliffhanger. If they leave us with a cliffhanger, that's gonna be okay. But hopefully it's not a big one, and I hope they do follow it up with the season 2 if it's really good, because I feel like this anime has a lot of potential. If you watch it, you'll know what I mean. But this anime has a lot of potential, and that's pretty much what I have to say for this anime. So anyways, I just hope you guys enjoyed my opinions on this. I want to know what your guys' thoughts on this are, and leave them down in the comments below. So make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for more. I would really appreciate it. So anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.